Yo, you know that from the mic. Yo, you know that mic. Here we go. Here we go. 215. The only 10%. The only 10%.
Possible. Impossible. Determination.
Start the music.
Welcome to Eliot Hine TV on the District Knowledge Network.
I'm your host, Messiah Brown.
I'm your host, David Bosen.
And I'm your host, Katie Guire.
Join us as guest Ravi S. Walden, President of Walden Studio Architects.
Our show topic is design with endless possibilities.
Mr. Walden, thank you for joining us today.
It's great to be here. I'm really excited. It's fun to see it.
Our first segment is understanding Ravi S. Walden, President of Walden Studio Architects.
Who or what influenced you to pursue a career in architecture?
Well, if I think back about that question is a really long time ago. I just remember when I was a little boy, I liked to. You guys like playing with Lego blocks and things like that, and I used to like make things. And I remember one of my best memories when I made a tower all the way to the ceiling, in the bedroom, and those kind of things. So I knew that I loved to build stuff. Then as I grew, used to design houses. That was my play. I used to love to do that and draw them. And then eventually I went to high school and I had a really great teacher that inspired me to continue.
You have a strong portfolio in worship, K-12 healthcare, and community facilities. How do you approach each project to ensure proper outcome for each client?
Well, I think the most important thing when you do a lot of different kinds of projects is always to have an attitude of learning and listening. So we start by listening to our clients and talking to them a lot, and figuring out what they want. We're really about designing, building. It's just right for you. You guys can have a new school. I'm really excited. You're going to have a great place soon. But it starts by having ability to listen and understand what people are asking you to do. And then in my company we have a lot of people. So not just me, but I have people that are really good at designing healthcare, really good at designing schools, churches, and so forth. So there's a lot of knowledge that we get over a long time.
If you could use one word to describe your work ethic, what would it be and why?
That's a great question. I guess I use an old-fashioned word. I feel called to be an architect, or you could say that's my destiny. That's something that I feel that is like my purpose in life. So I have a very strong confidence. That's what I'm supposed to do. And that's important that you know what you want to do, because sometimes the economy is good, sometimes it's bad. But if you have a sense that this is what you're supposed to do, then that'll drive you to do your best every day. And frankly, it's fun to be an architect, and I like doing it. It's nice when we can do something we love and do something good for the world.
You've served several prominent leadership positions. What lessons have you learned during your 40 years of experience in architecture?
Well, you're making me feel a little bit old now, but the thing is you can have a lot of skills, but the most important skills that you can have throughout your career is to have humility, respect, and the ability to communicate. I mean, you kind of assume that architects all have technical skills, but the ability to work together in teams. If you think about skyscrapers and big buildings or small buildings, they're never done by one person. It's a big team, so you got to be able to work with people.
Now we're going to check in with Thomas at the Eliot Hine News Desk.
Welcome to the Eliot
Welcome to the Eliot Hine Network. Without Benjamin Banneker, our nation's capital would not exist as we know it. After a year of work, the Frenchman hired George Washington to design the capital. The font stormed off the job, taking off plans. Banneker placed the planning committee at Thomas Jefferson's request. Saved the project by reproducing from memory in 2 days a complete layout of the streets, parks, and major buildings. Thus, Washington, D.C. itself can be considered a monument to the genius of this great man. I am Thomas Miller, and now I want to swing over to the Eliot Hine Network.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Eliot Hine TV
and Addition Knowledge Network. I'm your host,
I'm your host, Corey Thompson.
And I'm your host, Small Map.
Today is a design with endless
Joining us as a guest on the show is Robbie Ashwald, president of the Walden Studio Architects. Our first segment was understanding Robbie Ashwald, president of Walden Studio Architects.
Our second segment is
In your opinion, how can architecture create positive change and elevate the purpose?
Well, I think you see it right in your own building, building that you get to watch being built. By the time it's done, you'll probably be in high school. You know, it's really cool to see how much difference it'll be to have building and length. You want to be there, and it kind of helps you to want to learn more. Just architecture can help create a good environment. Can be a healthy environment. So lift your spirits. I love that part of it, and it helps everyone do their work better, whether it's being a student or whether it's being a news broadcaster.
Talk to us about your design approach and how you envision a good design for a project.
Well, I believe it always starts listening to your client, and understanding what they're saying. I talked about that a little bit before, but design is always a process of discovery and finding new ways to solve problems. So architects, that's really what we are, as problem solvers. You know, if you are thinking about designing a school or a house, we're looking at things like the land. How does it fit best on the land? What's the environment? What's climate like? And we take all of these factors that affect the building and try to create a new interesting solution that'll make a good building. But it starts by listening to our clients are asking for.
Walden Studio Architects dedicates a firm's revenue each year to pro bono architecture services. Why is it important for individuals to serve their community?
Well, it's an easy question. If the last word in the question is the first word in the question, community is why. We can't be a community if we're not involved in the community. So, you know, sometimes we're blessed to be able to do some pro bono work that help groups that aren't able to afford architectural services or help them get started on their great vision. So it's nice to be a part of that, but it's not just about, I mean, it's something that comes from your heart and in our firm. Pretty much everybody's involved in the community, whether it's, you know, a school, in their school programs, their programs, or in their churches, whatever. But everybody's involved somewhere.
Leadership and environment design is the most widely used green building rating system. Why do you believe it is your responsibility to practice good stewardship of the environment?
I think if you think that buildings consume 42% of the energy used in the world, if we make better buildings, then save energy, then we waste less energy. And if we do things like bring in natural light or rainwater well and all of those things that are sustainable, what's better for the earth, not only in terms of how we do the building, but also what's healthy for you and me. You know, if we use less, plastics or things that are toxic for us, it's better healthy environment.
Now we're gonna check in. Lovis at the Eliot Hine's desk. All right, sir.
Welcome to the Network News Report. Frank Lloyd Wright was an ambitious visionary, a groundbreaking pioneer who promoted American architecture in the 20th century, and is hailed by many as the greatest architect produced by America to this day. It designed more than 1,000 buildings over a 70-year time span, about 500 of which were I am loving. Swing it over to the Eliot Hine.
We are going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
This broadcast has been brought to you by Eliot Hine
In the District Knowledge Network. I'm your host Denise. I'm your host Denise.
I'm your host Audrey.
I'm your host Johnny.
Our show topic today is possibilities.
Joining us as a guest on our show, Ravi S. Walden, President of Walden Studio Architects.
Our first segment was Understanding Ravi S. Walden, President of Walden Studio.
Our second segment was Create and Serve. Our third segment is Mergers and Acquisitions.
Talk to us about your new merger to help spread new architectural projects across the Mid-Atlantic.
Well, this was a natural thing for us to do because Walden Studio was doing churches, community centers, and the world is moving more and more to mixed-use work. And the other firm that we joined forces with did a lot of housing and so forth. So together we make a really nice team. A full complement of work.
Donald Cass states Water Studio Architects is a well-respected growing firm with a great reputation. In your opinion, what is the key to longevity within the world of architecture?
Patience. It's a tough profession, and you got to have the willingness to stay with it. And most of the time, there's just so much to learn, and you don't really get command of everything very fast. So it takes a long time to learn how to build a building, design a building, work with many people. Knowing that you have lots to do teaches you to be humble, but also to work with many other people and give them the respect. It takes a team to do all that work together.
Why is it important to have a diversified portfolio?
That's a good practical question from the business point of view, because sometimes the housing market flat and everybody's building housing, and sometimes people are not building offices. So when you do many different projects, it gives you a healthy financial portfolio that you can survive the ups and downs of the economy. And that way, we have a balance in our financial portfolio. Not to mention, it makes our life interesting to do lots of different things.
Do you have any final thoughts for the students at Eliot Hine?
Well, I've been really watching you guys learning and doing this, and it's doubly fun for me because actually my son, he didn't have the privilege of having a studio in his school, so he worked with community television. When he was like 12 and 13, he ended up working for Fox and ABC and CNN, and that experience that you're getting right here, will translate into just a good trajectory for your career later if that's where you want to go. Great experience, so work hard and keep learning.
Mr. Walden, thank you for being a guest on our show.
Thank you so much.
This broadcast has been brought to you by Eliot Hine
in the District Knowledge Network. Have a great day.
How do you do? So much.